Ladies and gentlemen, we arrive at a precipice where today, again, I am reacting to two god-awful adverts. Well, one of them is an advert for How to Train Your Dragon, the live-action version, and you're probably wondering, why do I have John Campier's video right here? Well, remember, it was his rant when he talked about this film being made into a live-action by DreamWorks themselves, caused this hilarious meltdown. If you want a reminder, here it is.
Yes, hallelujah, it's the video show. And now, the man the BBC calls...
Jason King on Kung Fu Hot Dog.
Light reading and some information gathering, if you will, just to get some stuff. So I have a little bit of a head start in the morning when I do my stuff. And, I was going through some of the comments on some of the videos today. One of the stories that came out today was they got their lead cast for the How to Train Your Dragon live action remake.
Yeah, be careful when we say cast because it has different interpretations.
And I thought it was a terrific looking cast. I mean, they got the kid from the Black Phone, which to me is really quite exciting. They went and got the girl, Nico Parker, I think is her name.
Yeah, who is Thandie Newton's daughter, by the way, and an awful, terrible actress, just like her mum.
Last of Us, who I think is tremendously gifted, and I love the episode she was in. I think she's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, the only episode where she played Sarah, the race-swapped Sarah in The Last of Us, and then died.
And I started noticing that there were a bunch of comments on the girl being in it, and people complaining that this How to Train Your Dragon thing is already ruined.
Yes.
Because they changed Astrid. Because they changed Astrid. And because they changed Astrid, that means this thing was a complete disaster. It was ruined.
Yes, and it will be ruined.
To fail because they changed Astrid. I thought it was interesting. Because you know full goddamn well that if Astrid's supposed to be 5'3", and they hired a girl who was 5'4.5", that's a significant change, but nobody would have said anything, right?
Because that's a point not worth bringing up, you dildo. I mean, you dum-dum.
Racist pieces of shit.
Yes.
And go and find one of your echo chamber websites where you can all stand around and jerk each other off while you tilt your head backs and go, whoa, whoa, and then you come on each other's faces and tell each other that come on your face cleanses you of wokeness.
Oh, John Campier, thank you so much for that glorious soundbite. This guy literally had a meltdown at people rightfully commenting in his video reaction for this live-action woke DEI ESG remake for How to Train Your Dragon. Now, if you want to see the trailer, here it is right now. I'm probably going to dissect this afterwards for copyright reasons. But honestly, who is begging for this? I wasn't. You got Gerard Butler reprising his character. He looks good. So look, here's Toothless the Dragon. Look, do I care about this? No, I don't. Will this make big box office numbers next year? Of course it will, because it's a much beloved animated franchise. But yeah, when I see Toothless the Dragon, I don't really give a shit. A low live action version, that's meant to be the kid, I think, from the Black Phone that the John Campier is referring to. But oddly enough, you don't see Astrid in this trailer. However, if you go on over to IMDb, which I'm about to do right now, in the Norse period of the Vikings, folks, we get yet another God of War Ragnarok situation. Remember Angrboda, how they race swapped her? This is pretty much the same thing. Yes, you've got an actress who is both white and black, but apparently, according to DreamWorks and Universal, this can still pass the mustard. This presents no issue whatsoever. The modern day audiences will be totally accepting of this casting of Astrid. And there you go, folks. America Ferrera, aka Ugly Betty herself, Latina actress voicing a Caucasian character called Astrid. And you're probably thinking, but Jace, you're being a hypocrite, dude, because we've now got Nico Parker, who's the best of both worlds, playing this character, but it's not, because visually, I think people were waiting to see how she would be interpreted. But guess what? Your prayers have been answered, folks, because apparently the modern day audience that goes to watch a modern day movie are the modern day audience. In other words, a bunch of leftist wokies. But folks, it doesn't end there. Oh, this gets so much more funnier. Now have a look at this. Jaguar, that renowned, awesome car of British motor engineering. So this is their official YouTube page, and you're thinking, this looks all right so far. What could possibly go wrong with a 30-second ad for a luxurious sports car, or sometimes a car of leisure? So there you go. You've got diversity leading the pack with hardly any boobs to talk about. In fact, is this even a woman at the moment? I thought it was, but I could be wrong actually, because I don't see any curves. And this epitome right there on the right-hand side, I mean, what's she all about? It's almost like she's trying to do shoulder shrugs without any barbells. And this Chinese ballerina with the yellow tutu, I have no idea. Funny how all the white folks are relegated to being behind the folks of diversity. How does that work? Yeah, we're gonna get our car now, lads. Follow me. Yep, this is Screams Jaguar. I'm living vivid. This poor white dude thinks, what the fuck am I doing here? Oh, look at me. I'm full on. Yes, we know who you are, folks. We know what you are, but you can't fool us. So the slogan is Jaguar, copy nothing. Well, quite clearly, there is nothing to be copied. So I guess the point of the ad, the pointless ad, I should say, that this is meant to be the car being built from rock as opposed to a cock. Absolutely hilarious. I mean, why would Jaguar do this? Well, that's my answer right there. And on Twitter, it's been hilarious. I mean, they are getting ratioed in the comments. Never go full retard. Well, quite clearly, they did. And of course, this guy called Huff, who fixed that terrible ad in 2 minutes with a bit of AI. I tell you what, my thumbnail will absolutely stomp all over this today, but I clearly get the guy's sentiment where he's coming from. And it's true, you get a beautiful babe with great legs, a great set of tatas to sell your product, people will come out. They will not, I repeat, they will not buy your product if you got shit like this walking out of a yellow Rubik's Cube reject leftover. Come on, do you think these people actually drive? Delete or look at this. This is what's selling your advertising. BlackRock and ESG DEI propaganda nonsense. It's not called for, it's not warranted. Nobody wants this dog shit. It's absolutely, my God, wow. This is you needed something like, or someone like Sam Smith, that irritating buffoon, to have led the pack here, but I guess because he's so overweight these days, you'd probably need about 5 cameras just to be on him to follow his every move. But it's even Elon Musk chimed in and said, "You're selling cars." Yeah, because Jaguar associated with the automobile world, and apparently this is what sells you.
Stiff upper lip is key.
I'm pretty sure BlackRock and Vanguard have got their icky little fingers in the pies, the sticky pies of... I give up. I do. I absolutely do. This is just... I don't know what to say anymore. There you go, folks. I'm going to sign off this video now with some lovely jiggle physics courtesy of Eve and TB from Near Automata from that lovely, glorious DLC. And oh my word, holy shit, that's rather distracting, and I totally love it. Oh my word. But my God, the sight of Nico Parker as your approved Astrid from How to Train Your Dragon, and the equally more disastrous advertising campaign from Jaguar. whatever happens, follow those idiots who thought that would be a great idea, and instead, maybe follow me. So if I were you, and if you were them, I'll catch you following me, following you for the return of my next video. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, yes. It's good to be bad.
Don't let your dreams be dreams. Dream of me. I'll make your dreams come true. Everything's possible with me.